Hi, this is day 15. Today I wanted to talk about why I can't stop cringing at the music I'm trying to make. I just spent like the last hour and a half just like non-stop singing and humming and listening to instrumentals and trying to figure out how I can tie my lyrics into these beats. And when I'm doing it, sometimes I feel like, okay, this is promising. And then when I listen back to it, I just can't stand it. Like, it's just, I'm working on trying to prevent my perfectionism from inhibiting me from doing anything at all. Which is why some of these videos, and I'm sure this one will be too, are full of long pauses and rambling and just like scatterbrainness and whatever. Like that. These videos are a way for me to practice just getting comfortable with not being perfect and not always trying to present myself in a perfect way. But with this music I'm trying to write, it's so hard to do that. And I think it's because I don't usually write music, and it's taken a lot of effort to try to write the lyrics for even just one song. And so I don't want to fuck up this one song because it feels important to me, and I really like what I have so far in terms of the lyrics. And yeah, I just want it to be a good song. I want it to be a song that I can listen to and I can share to people without having to like just like do this, and without having to hesitate to share it with people. Like, I just want it to be something that I can just fully be proud of. But I don't know how to write fucking songs, and I can't think of a melody that I like that's not a copy of a song that I like. And yeah, I was trying to think of what it is that makes it so hard for me to just not feel so embarrassed about this process. Like, I'm like cringing at myself as I'm singing because two main reasons right now. It's like, one, you're just copying this person's song. And two, I'll just like sing a note really poorly and I'll just hear that and be like, oh my God. Which is like completely fine because like I'm not a musician. But again, like I want this to be perfect. And I know I started this video off by saying I wanted to talk about like getting comfortable with creative expression, but what I'm realizing is that I think it's just that the things that I cringe at that I do all tend to be things that I'm just not very good at. And so I can think of three main things, and that's singing, dancing, and I've never tried it. Actually, no, I have tried acting, and it was awful. And I mean, that's a irrelevant story. But like singing, dancing, and acting, those three things, when I do those in front of people poorly, it just like I have like physical reactions to that. And I really thought that it might have had to do with something along the lines of like, you know, like creation is a form of portraying like a physical embodiment of like your heart and your being, like and if it's bad, then it's like your heart and being sucks, like something silly like that. Like it sounds stupid even just saying that. Like I thought it might have been something like that, but I'm just realizing that it's just that I'm not good at it. And I'm usually good at a lot of things. Like I was trying to think of the things I'm not good at, and I was actually having a lot of trouble thinking of things because like I think I have a pretty high level of thinking when it comes to trying things, where I'm fairly good at just figuring out the best way to learn to do something as quick as possible, and then just doing it. And you know, there's a good chance that it's just been a while since I've done a lot of things that I'm bad at, because I've just been doing the things that I'm good at, and like I've just been like, there may be a big bias here. But you know, like for, you know, obviously I can think of things I'm not good at, and you know, that's like I can't perform surgery, but I mean that just makes sense. I probably can't. I mean, no, I can't like fly a helicopter, but also that also makes sense. But I may be able to learn. I mean, I'm not gonna. No, okay. I'm not gonna learn how to do surgery or fly a helicopter. The point is, like, I'm used to doing things well, and I don't do dancing and singing and acting well. And so when I'm doing those, and especially in front of an audience, it's just incredibly embarrassing, because I like to do things in front of people that I'm good at, because I don't know. I mean, like, I feel cool when I do that. I feel like intelligent or talented, skillful, special. like all those little things. But like these things like acting, singing, dancing, those aren't just things that you just like read instructions for and you can be really good at. Those are things that you have to practice regularly for a long time to be able to be good at, and that's just not something I've done. But there are things that I'm not good at that I don't mind not being good at in front of people. Like I can be humorous about it, or I can find like the humor in it, like ice skating or something. Like I'm not good at ice skating. If I were to put on skates right now and go ice skating, I would be really like wobbly and fall over a lot, and like I wouldn't find that embarrassing. I think that'd just be really funny if I was doing that with a group of friends and I was just falling over a lot. And so that makes me feel like there is a way for me to be comfortable with being bad at singing, dancing, and acting in front of people that doesn't require me to just be good at singing, dancing, and acting. And the first thing I can think of is just to keep doing it poorly in front of people until I just get used to that embarrassment and get used to registering the thoughts and feelings that like it's not the end of the world if you do any of these things poorly in front of people. But just like keep feeling that over and over again, I'm sure I could stop feeling this way about this stuff. But that's not the way I want to learn to stop cringing at myself. Because I feel like there's another way, though I don't know what that other way would be. Like I can start with telling myself the same logic that I do with the ice skating, where it's like, well, of course you're not good at singing. You don't practice it regularly. You don't have like a formal education in it. Like, of course it makes sense that you're not singing well. But then as soon as someone, like when I was doing this like songwriting process, I was like belting out my lyrics, and as soon as like it doesn't matter how close you are to me and how comfortable I am with you, if I'm in the room with you and I try to sing the way I was singing an hour and a half ago, I just can't. Like I try and then like my voice just like it doesn't come out. Like it like refuses to. My body refuses to do that, which is really fascinating. Like like the only person I'm comfortable doing that with is with myself. And even with myself, I'm just like, sometimes I'm just like cringing while I'm doing it. I'm considering not uploading this video, and I'm considering just stopping this recording and just doing a completely new one and just talking about something completely different, because I feel like I'm getting nowhere with this. And I felt like I got nowhere with this the last time I talked about it too. And so I think it's just, I feel like it's the same thing. It's like I don't want to come off as not what's the way to put this? I think I'm like slightly embarrassed that I can't figure this out, or like come to a satisfying answer, or to be able to talk about it in a seemingly coherent way from my perspective. And so I just wanna not upload this, but also just like admitting that really helps with just being comfortable with the idea of uploading it anyways. And so I'm going to do it anyways. I just feel like I'm gonna look stupid. But I mean, that's completely fine. I don't know. I have a lot of days left. I have a lot of days left to figure this out. And even if I don't figure it out in the next 85 days, then whatever. I mean, there will be another day. Yeah. I want to be perfect, but I'm not. And that's just something that I've gotten very comfortable with. It's a long time ago, even more comfortable with over the last few years, and even more comfortable with over the last few weeks. But there's still a big part of me that I have to resist to really show that I believe that in action. Which is silly, because like I know you can't be perfect. But I at least want to be really fucking good. to be really good at something is to just keep practicing it. And so I guess that's just what I need to remind myself of. If I'm striving for this perfection, which at this point I just mean like being really good at something, then I need to put in the work. Can't just do it every once in a while. Thank you for watching. I will be back again tomorrow.